Welcome to We Win New. Today, we'll take you on a new adventure, chasing horizons and celebrating the spirit of aviation. This is your front row seat to the pulse-pounding world of flight. Subscribe now, hit that bell and join our crew as we chase the skies together. Let's get going. An F-16 jet fighter crashed after running off the end of the runway at high speed during the 2011 EAA Fly-In Airshow at Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Its nose gear collapsed immediately and dug into the dirt. A huge spray of dirt shot up, perhaps 50 feet into the air. Smoke and a flame grew from the tail end. You can see the canopy open and the pilot exited unharmed. On April 21, 2016, a Mooney M20K crashed when it impacted terrain during an aborted takeoff from Woodland State Airport, Woodland, Washington. On October 27, 2019, a small plane crashed on landing at Spruce Creek Airport, Volusia County, Florida. The pilot reported that during landing his approach was unstable with an excessive descent rate. On April 25, 2025, a Royal Thai Police aircraft crashed into the sea near Hua Hin Airport during a test flight in preparation for parachute training exercises. On April 15, 2012, a helicopter crashed over a neighborhood in Antigua, Guatemala. The pilot lost control of the aircraft, leading to a collision with a residential area. During a height-velocity curve test conducted with an MD-900 helicopter, thanks to proper handling and rapid recovery procedures by the test pilot, the helicopter safely regained power and control. On May 5, 2019, a plane suffered a catastrophic failure during an emergency landing at Moscow's Sheremetyevo International Airport, Russia. The aircraft was reportedly struck by lightning, leading to a major electrical failure that disabled the autopilot and radio communications. On June 28, 2015, a helicopter experienced an engine failure at approximately 500 feet altitude during flight. The sudden loss of power necessitated an immediate auto-rotation. On January 6, 2009, during the 2009 Dakar Rally in Argentina, a helicopter associated with the event crashed near La Tranquera. The 2009 Dakar Rally marked the first time the event was held in South America, following its relocation from Africa due to security concerns.
¡Salgan de ahí! Get out of there!
This plane was landing into the Shelter Cove, California airstrip, the engine sputtering a few times and then the engine went out entirely. One man and one woman on board, and they are all right. The small plane was flying from Yelm to Boeing Field in Seattle, but had to make an emergency landing in Parkland, Washington. The plane's pilot, David Acklam, told officials his plane experienced a fuel system malfunction that caused it to stall. Trooper Thompson helped the pilot push the plane off the roadway into a parking lot. On August 1, 2004, a commercial aircraft was substantially damaged when the main rotor contacted an open hangar door during takeoff, and the helicopter subsequently impacted the ground at Spirit of St. Louis Airport, Chesterfield, Missouri.
God dang! I apologize.
On March 23, 2020, a Kit Fox aircraft experienced an accident at Pierce County Airport in Puyallup, Washington. A student pilot made an emergency flight landing on a busy street in Huntington Beach, Los Angeles on June 1, 2018. The pilot was faced with engine troubles before making the emergency landing.
This guy almost ran into me.
An all-Nippon Airways Boeing carrying 193 passengers was damaged during a hard landing at Tokyo Narita Airport, June 20, 2012. Airport weather reports show winds at 230 and 16 knots, gusting to 29 at that time.
Hello. Woohoo! Shit!
Lots of luck for this pilot who wrongly assessed its takeoff distance. A Stinson registered in British Columbia, Canada, narrowly escapes the grab of trees on short field takeoff. On January 31, 2025, a tragic plane crash occurred in northeast Philadelphia involving a Learjet 55 operated by Jet Rescue Air Ambulance. Approximately 40 seconds after takeoff, the aircraft climbed to an altitude of 1,650 feet before entering a steep descent at a rate of about 11,000 feet per minute. The plane crashed near Roosevelt Mall at the intersection of Cotman Avenue and Roosevelt Boulevard, resulting in a massive explosion and widespread debris.
Okay, come on. We cannot get...
Public spirit. Preliminary findings revealed that the cockpit voice recorder recovered from the wreckage was non-functional and had not recorded the flight, complicating efforts to determine the cause of this case. On October 29, 2015, Dynamic International Airways Flight 405, a Boeing, experienced a significant fire while taxiing for departure at Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport in Florida.
Everybody get off? It looks like everybody got off.
I was like...
We're not going to leave anytime.
Maybe our Delta 17 is actually cloud.
The incident began when another flight crew observed a substantial fuel leak from the left engine and alerted air traffic control. All 101 occupants evacuated the aircraft using emergency slides. The fire was caused by a fuel leak due to the failure of maintenance personnel to install the required safety lock wire on a fuel line coupling. This oversight allowed the coupling to disconnect, leading to the fuel leak and subsequent fire. Glad both pilots were able to get out.
Get ready, Jim.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Oh my God! Oh my God! La ilaha illallah! What the? Allahu Akbar!
A Nighthawk crashed mid-air during the Chesapeake Airshow.
Stay where you are, Buzz. This is okay. Stay where you are. Okay, we pilot is out, and we've got a good shoot. Everything's fine. This is a normal event, but just stay where you are. We'll continue with the...
As the crosswind literally blew this C-123 Thunderpig sideways, the pilot was poised and used his skill to bring it home safely.
Pink dot, clear to land, keep the turn going. Twins are at or after the yellow dot, clear to land. Yeah, put it down as soon as you can. Oh, easy. Yeah, go around, go around.
Quite the unfortunate start to AirVenture 2022.
Yeah. He's in the dudes.
On October 2, 2021, jet engine malfunctions and catches fire due to bird strike.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fire trucks are on their way. Please you do not have to get up. Please remain seated. Please remain seated. Please remain seated. They're on their way. Everything will be fine.
This is the 2002 Lowestoft Air Festival. The good news was the pilot ejected safely.
Yo, I was just on this.
A plane performing at the Cocoa Beach Airshow experienced engine failure on April 19, 2021. Watch as AF-22 Raptor goes nuts at Oshkosh Airshow. 25 years later, and it's still the world's premier fighter jet. Get surprised at the power of this passenger jet preparing for takeoff, everyone. On April 8, 2022, an aircraft of the Alianza company was covering the route from Inarida to San Felipe in Colombia, South America, all unharmed.
Ay, marica. Marica. ¿Qué más, hermano? Ay, güey, macho.
At Flight Test 777, main landing on runway 16R at Payne Field, Washington. After takeoff, which resulted in the leading edge slats and trailing edge flaps becoming inoperative and stuck at an intermediate position between fully retracted and the selected takeoff position, the crew opted for an emergency landing.
Top street, Delta Zulu cross 238, reports located, ground set, 7
A plane collides with its tug during a towing, the flight was cancelled, and all 118 passengers were returned to the terminal building. An aircraft crashed into the sea off the coast of Le Lavandou during an airshow in 2024. This airport is considered dangerous as it features a difficult approach, an upward sloping runway, and ski runs in the adjacent area. The tow bar snapped and the truck wedged into Boeing on February 7, 2020. The event itself only lasts around 0.2 seconds. The pilot's reaction is fast and decisive. Western Global Airlines Boeing 747-400 on runway 16 in some gusty conditions. Was not a bounce landing, as all the gear did not touch the ground on first contact. No way they didn't clean the flight surface. That's an error. The stunning A380 arriving on June 29, 2023, we see her hovering above the runway before making the go-around due to wind shift.
No way.
Ok, presto.
By far the bounciest commercial airplane landing I have ever seen. This provider has become my most favorite aircraft. It was a hidden hero in the shadows of some amazing, fascinating history. In one of the most chilling discoveries in deep-sea exploration, the catastrophic loss of the submersible Titan, as the wind hit the plane second before touchdown, things got worse by a hard landing during Storm Isha. A fly-to-eye flight from Kathmandu to Dubai experienced a bird strike during takeoff and heavy smoke inside the plane.
Grabbing.
Again, because of the fantastic wind that we have on this aeroplane and the slow speed of approach, it doesn't really...
Excellent landing of a Boeing 737 at Aeropark, Argentina, just as a cold front swept over the city with gusts of over 30 knots. A flight instructor and trainee pilot were found in the woods after crashing their Cessna in Sung Kai.
Okay, sekejap. Boleh. Allah. Okay. Ada berapa orang? Dua. Boleh keluar tak boleh? Okey, sekejap. Ambulans, boleh sekejap.
A cargo vehicle collided with the blades of the aircraft that had landed in the area to transport a person injured in another traffic incident. Vintage plane erupts in flames after crash landing onto the 101 freeway in Southern California. No vehicles were involved and no injuries were reported.
On the freeway. Crashed. Oh, that's a car accident. Oh, that's the sun.
Cirrus airframe parachute system deploying and the plane going down in a wooded area. No injuries reported to any of the 6 occupants on board. Storm with torrential rain and wind gusts of almost 90 kilometers per hour at Ezeiza International Airport, Argentina. A Mexican Air Force helicopter struck a flag during a low-altitude flyover. The finish line is here. Don't forget to give us a like button and share your road encounters in the comments. And don't miss the video on the right side of the screen. See you soon.